Hello, welcome back, and it's time for part 3 of How to Grow a Boy Band. Ring ring, ring ring, hello? I asked, taken aback, don't know why. I've been expecting a few phone calls. Hello, is that Mrs. Brown, the lady for the singing? Came the voice. Yes it is, I replied. I'm Mrs. Martin. Carl and Sean's mum, she answered. Oh yes, I think I spoke to your husband, I said. You did? Oh, Carl phoned when I finished work, saying that you'd phoned, but his dad had said it was rubbish. It was such a rubbish idea, she'd explained. That's right, he doesn't like singing then, I asked. That's soon to be my ex-husband. We share custody of the boys, she explained. Oh, and you do like the idea of them singing, I asked. There used to be. One of them, It's not me, it's the boys. Both of the boys enjoy singing, but their dad has a fixation that they're going to be playing football for England any day now, she said. Aren't the boys bothered about football now then, I asked. They used to be. One of them, Sean, still likes to play, but their dad has drilled it into them for so long that he's broken their spirit about the game. Absolutely everything to their dad revolves around the boys playing football, she'd explained. I could hear the desperation in her voice. That's why we are getting divorced. It was just too much pressure on the boys to eat, sleep and dream football. It just wasn't fair on them. They tried telling their dad, even pleading for a chance to sing in this group. But their dad said no, she moaned. I felt so sorry for her and the boys. Sorry about this, I've got to have a quick drink. Can you still give them a chance, she asked. Of course I can. If those two boys put their name down, then it says to me that they deserve their chance, I said. Brilliant. They'll both be so happy, she said. I could hear the change in her voice. Anyway, I'll be having the boys tomorrow night, if that's any good, she asked. Yes, that'll be perfect. I'm visiting for the next few nights, so I'll write you in, I said. Obviously, I don't live at that address you've got anymore, but this is my new one, and we will be waiting. And this is my mobile number. Nice talking to you, she said as she hung up. Poor boys. I thought to myself, stuck in the middle of that situation must be awful for them. Mum wants them to sing, Dad wants them to play football. Why can't they do both? In this day and age, why can't they just do both? Ring, 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 ring. Hello, I asked. Hello, is that the singing lady? Came a woman's voice. I smiled to myself. Singing lady. That's as people are calling me these days. I guess so, I laughed. Well, you've not given my Gareth, he likes to be called Gaz, or Charlie, a chance, and it's not fair, she snapped. Well, she was getting tongue-tied and she sounded slightly irate. Sorry, what? I asked. My son Gareth Smart and his brother Charlie. They put their names down and they didn't get to audition. You've already picked and signed contracts with the band. And they didn't get a chance, she shrieked at me. Wait a minute. Nobody has been chosen yet. The band isn't decided yet. Believe me, I retorted. a bit ticked off with her attitude. Well, my cousin Sharon says you've signed her boys and that they're in the band and my boys didn't get a go, she said. Mrs. Crossley, I thought to myself. Right, yes, I've got the Crossleys to sign contracts, but the contracts aren't to say that they're definitely in, that they're definitely band members. They've signed contracts to state that they're in the running for the band, that they're going to be attending rehearsals with hope to get into the band. That's all. I wouldn't sign anybody until all the people who'd shown an interest has been seen and given a chance. Believe me, I do it fairly, I'd explained. All right, she replied, somewhat sheepishly. I've got your boys' names down, but I couldn't reach you by phone today. That's all, I said. Sorry then. So when can you come and see my lads then? She asked. My sat-nav is saying you live close to where I'm parked, I said. I'm over here, look across the road. I think I can see you in the purple car, she giggled. As I turned my head towards the left, yes, there was a balmy woman swinging her arms about like a gibbon, banana hunting. Oh yes, I can see you. I could call, I grimaced as she cut me off mid-sentence. Yes, come over right now. Both boys are in, she squealed with delight. As I put the phone down, I thought to myself, well, here we go again. Hello, I say, as Mrs. Smart guides me up the path. So are you from here? I've not seen you about before. Oh, and please call me Patty, says the also excitable Mrs. Smart. Yes, born and raised around here, I say. Oh, I'm from the other end of town. I just moved over here once I got married, she replied. So your boys, are they both into the singing then, I asked. Oh, God, no. But I thought they may as well have a go, she says with a painted-on smile. Oh, right. I'd actually like to involve kids who really actually want to be a part of this, I added, feeling quite annoyed at the time I was actually wasting being sat here when I could be at home comfortable with a nice bar of chocolate. Come on, boys, don't keep the lady waiting. Mum, you're so embarrassing, says a voice. I'm sat here thinking, good, at least the boy has a voice and a point of view. This one with the quick mouth is our Gareth, and the other one hiding behind the door is Charlie, she says. Are you sorry for this, smiles Gaz. He's got gorgeous blue eyes, that smile for him, and a lovely mop of black hair. Then another boy appeared. I must admit, if she hadn't told me the names, I would have sworn he was a she. This is our Nate, the boy's cousin. Oh, singing then? Any chance of hearing something? I smiled to Gaz. She got a smile that seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, he sang, staring at his mother. After he'd finished this flawless rendition of Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, I was pleasantly impressed. Nate, I asked. I don't like singing, he muttered, in an almost inaudible voice. Come on, Charlie, have a go. You don't know until you try, pushed his mother. I don't like it, he snapped back. You're always listening to music. Stop being so silly, his mum snapped. Sorry, my voice. 1 second, just my voice gone a minute. Well, to be honest, I watch TV, but I'm not a newsreader, I said, jumping to Nate's defence. With that, Nate gave me a bit of a smile. I enjoy drums, he said. Drums, I smiled back at him. Drums, don't be so daft, grimaced his mum. A lot of bands have drummers. Not everyone wants to sing, I snapped at her. I could now see how herself and Susan were definitely on the same page, fame hungry for their kids, perhaps because it had been their dream in a younger life. Well, here's the same agreement I gave to your cousin for yourself and Gaz to look through and sign. I've already signed my parts, I added. Isn't this so exciting, boys? Patty guffawed. Yeah, exciting, said Gaz, obviously having a sly dig at his mum. Nate's mum's given me permission to overview his signature, the lady added. Oh, yes, well, that's above board. She's already signed her parts, but she's just at work this evening. Right, that's fine. It is, though, isn't it, boys? It's just so exciting, she laughed again. Yeah, exciting, said Gaz, obviously having a sly dig at his mum. Anyway, thanks for your time, boys, I said. Just glad to be leaving the poor lads to an obvious lecture from Mummy. Shattered, I muttered, crossing back over to my car. I'm absolutely shattered. A warm bath and perhaps a hot chocolate tonight, I think, I said to myself. Knock, 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 knock. Hello, I gasped, once my eyes had settled on a young girl. Hello, miss, smiled the face. Bugger, I thought, just when I was out of here, yet another little starlet. But you know what they say, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So with my most fake painted-on smile, I wound down my window. Miss, do you have to have an email and a mobile to have a go, she asked. Yes, it helps, I smiled back. Oh, okay then, thanks, she replied, walking off. With that home time, I pulled away, more than ready for home. Red light every time, I muttered to myself. As I was surveying my surroundings, my eyes glanced at my rear-view mirror. There, still where I'd left her, was window knocker with her arm around someone. Curiosity got the better of me. I had to speak to this girl, so I reversed the car back up alongside to the pair of them. Don't you have either of them then? I asked. Nah, miss, came her reply. Where do you live? I asked. Just through this jetty, she said, pointing into the darkness. Parents in? I asked. Yes, miss, she smiled back. I parked the car up and followed the girls through. Wow, don't you get spooked walking through here? I asked. No, miss, we used to, but it doesn't bother us now, she smiled back. As we rounded the corner, the girls got ready to ditch me in the middle of their street. Are you going for your mum? I shouted over to the girls as she picked up speed. We haven't got one, said the younger girl. All right, I said. My foot in my big mouth for a change. Never thinking things through. Just saying what comes into my head. She took one look at me and left home, the girl added. She took one look at you and left home? Yeah. I'm sure that's not the case, I said. That's what the older ones have said, she replied. I couldn't tell whether or not she was upset by the thought of her being responsible. Or what? As the first girl appeared back, a tall man was following her. Singing lady, he said. Yep, that's me, I smiled. I'm Peter. Pete Riddell, he said. Hello, Peter, Pete Riddell, I said as we shook hands. So have you heard them yet? He asked. No. So girls, what are your names? I asked. Sorry, miss, I thought you knew our names. I'm Shelby and she's Melly, she smiled. Twins then, I smiled. No, there's 18 months between them. Our Shelby just isn't very tall, came their dad's reply as he put a hand on both girls' shoulders. Oh, okay. Well, I tried. Sing then, girls. It's getting late and cold, Mr. Riddell enthused. I was gobsmacked. Were we really going to be holding an outdoor audition? If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all those things that hurt you and you'd stay. Shelby started. I don't know why I do the things I did. I don't know why I said the words I said. Melly had joined in. As they finished the Cher song, If I Could Turn Back Time. Lovely girls, well done, I beamed, even though Melly would only tend to join in if her big sister was singing it. It was obvious that she'd got a lovely voice when she did try, though. So what happens next? Asked their dad. Well, they've done well. Don't you have any way I can keep in touch? I asked. No, other than writing to me, Mr. Riddell said. What about the others I've spoken to? The other kids? Are you in touch with any of them after school? I asked, showing both girls my list of names. Know them, heard of him. Yeah, I'm pals with Kaylee and know her brother too, she said. Well, we can definitely keep up to date with each other then. I smiled. Well, I'll be seeing Kaylee tomorrow, I said. Is she better then, miss? Shelby asked. Better? Why? Has she been poorly? I asked. She's not very well. At times, and then she gets better, then she's poorly, and in the hospital again, Shelby had explained.